Hello, we are back for lesson number 3, titled Dorcas Showed Kindness. And our lesson theme is Dorcas was loved because she was kind and helpful to everyone. Then we have our key verse. Let us do good unto all men. You can find part of that verse in Galatians chapter 6, verse 10. Our lesson objective. Learners will explain why Peter and the others loved Dorcas, which is a person's name. Bible principle. People will love us when we love them first, as God loved us first and gave Jesus for us. Our lesson application. I learned that God can use me to do good. It is important for me to do good because that shows His love and goodness to others. Then we have our paragraph titled, Dorcas is raised. And we're going to be looking in the book of Acts, chapter 9, verses 36 through 42. Persecuted believers scattered out of Jerusalem. As Peter traveled about, he visited believers at Lydda. There he healed Aeneas, a man who had been confined to his bed for 8 years. Many in Lydia and the surrounding area believed in Jesus because of this miracle. In nearby Joppa, a follower of Jesus named Dorcas died. She was a kind lady who had exemplified love through her craft of sewing. Her friends sent 2 men to ask Peter for help. The apostles raised Dorcas from the dead, making believers joyful and causing others to trust in Jesus as God's Son. Our devotional titled, Doing Good for Jesus. That's the verse. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. You find that verse in Matthew chapter 25, verse 40. Then we have 2 new words. Seamstress, a person who sews. Garment, article of clothing. That will get us to our story time, which is our Bible lesson. Peter was one of the disciples of Jesus. He loved to preach and tell others about God's love. One day, Peter was preaching near Joppa. So, Peter preaches to the people. So he's in a different area. There we go. If I can get that right. There we go. Some people came to talk to him. They were sad. They wanted to talk to Peter about their friend Dorcas. Dorcas loved God very much. She showed her love by helping others. Dorcas made clothes for people. Pick it up. Dorcas shows kindness after I'm dead. Yawning, there we go. And there's her sewing. She did it for the poor people. She was a seamstress. A seamstress was a person who used a needle and thread to sew garments or clothes. Dorcas loved to sew coats and clothing for people who needed them. All the people who lived near Dorcas knew about her because of the good deeds she did for others. She was a kind person. Dorcas became very sick and died. Her friends sent for Peter. When Peter arrived, they took him to the place where her body lay. She was sick and ended up passing away. That was Peter helps Dorcas. Her friends all showed Peter's coats. Her friends all showed Peter coats and clothing she had made for them. Peter knelt by her bed. He prayed. Then Peter said, "Get up, Dorcas." So he prayed to God to heal her, basically. She opened her eyes and saw Peter. Peter helped her stand up. Then he called her friends. They were so happy. Their friend was alive. It was a miracle. Here, the picture of Dorcas is raised. The wonderful news about Dorcas spread all over Joppa. Many people believed in Jesus because of Peter's miracle. The friends of Dorcas wanted Peter to stay and tell them more about Jesus. Jesus rewards those who are kind to him. He loved Dorcas because she loved her love for him. She loved God so much she was willing to help others that needed it. And that, I believe, concludes our lesson for today. Kind of went through it probably a little quick, but hopefully you guys learned something or got your minds refreshed. Hopefully you guys will come back again for another video. And if you want to, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. That just notifies you whenever a video is posted. Other than that, hopefully you guys will come back again. Thanks for watching.